Welcome back. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jack, downtown Gulfport Senior Center. We are going to make a corn O'Brien Chowder today with roasted chicken. Now we're going to show you a few different things we can do with it. Today we got our mise en place as usual, our knife, cutting board, spoon, spatula, our towel. So we're going to put fresh spinach in it today, canned corn. I based this as a half a chicken. I kind of broke it down mostly, and then we're going to just dice it up. Some cornstarch, fresh rosemary, salt, pepper, fresh garlic, some olive oil, red onions, red pepper, a little celery, some red potatoes, and fresh parsley, little chicken stock, and then we're going to use a little bit of milk. All right? And what we're going to do, we're going to start off with our olive oil. Now today we're going to do about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Now you can do the olive oil, or if you want, another good way is to do some fresh bacon. Buy a pound of bacon, dice it up before, and actually you can add the actual bacon to your soup, and you would start with that. Use that bacon, keep the bacon in there, render it so it's nice, probably about halfway cooked, because it's still going to cook while you're putting the onions and all that other stuff in there. But it'll give a nice coating, nice flavor to your soup. There's all kinds of different things you can use. So right now we're just going to do the red onion. And just a nice small dice. That's it. A nice little sizzle there. Stir that around a little bit. This is a really simple soup, and like I said, we're going to put fresh rosemary in, but if you want, you can put fresh thyme, fresh oregano, basil. You pick whatever you like, whatever herbs you like. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do the potatoes, because we want to get the nice roasted potatoes. I'm going to kind of do them small, because you want it like soup size. You want it, real big. So what I do is just get the nice large red potatoes, cut them in thirds, maybe about 3/4 of an inch wide. That's it. Put the potatoes in there. You get those kind of roasted. Get a little more flavor in there. Now we're going to toss out a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and of course clean as you go. And usually we're going to start about medium high like usual. And then we're just going to dice up our celery, small dice. Actually, you know what? You don't really even need to cut up that much. Medium-sized dice, or you can just do the whole thing, because it always cooks down. You want to just constantly stir, just so nothing burns. Toss in a little fresh garlic. And that was just like a teaspoon of minced garlic. If you use fresh garlic, just do like 2 or 3 little bulbs of it, or 2 little cloves. And our roast pepper. Now the roast pepper, I used to like to cut each end. Take that top right out. Just pops out right with the seeds. In half. I don't really kind of like the ribs. I just peel those out, or you can cut them out. And it's much easier to cut this way. Don't cut, because that wax, you want it to slip. Just go by the inside. Okay? And then speaking about the herbs, the senior centers hopefully going to be opening up soon. And we're going to maybe start doing some cooking classes here at the Senior Center, where you'll be coming into the dining area, and we'll probably do like different types of cooking shows, You know, not just soups. Maybe we'll teach how to make lasagna, shepherd's pie, different things. I like to do a lot of healthy style food. Maybe teach how to do like prep food. So you want to make burgers or turkey stuff. You know, make 2 or 3 pounds. Cook them all, and then you'll have like, you know, maybe 10 of them. You put them away, wrap them up, put them in the freezer, and take them out as you go. But speaking of that, they're also going to be starting to get the garden club back up. So we're going to want some people to volunteer to help out. Maybe have some fresh herbs out in the nice garden, some fresh vegetables, and we could use those for the cooking classes. That would be really nice. I always love to use fresh vegetables, fresh herbs. You know, corn's not bad frozen, peas, but for everything else, I really like to use fresh tomatoes, fresh spinach. We're just kind of letting that roast. We're going to toss in our chicken stock, and it's just 1 quart. And like, you can make this without the chicken if you want. You can just do the vegan or vegetarian, and then don't put any chicken in it at all. Just make it just a nice hearty vegetarian chowder. Get that going. We're going to toss in our corn. This is 2 cans of corn. Of course, drain and clean like we always do. Put that in there. Now, the spinach, you know I love spinach, so we just put a little bit. You just rough chop it. It's kind of small anyways. It's not like those big pieces. And hopefully everybody's doing well, staying healthy out there. I'm sure everybody's by this time got the vaccines. And then you're just going to bring this up to like kind of like a medium, bring it down to like medium, and let it kind of cook. And what we're going to do is going to make a little, let's see, we need a little fresh parsley. This has already been washed. So, like I said, keep it in that little bundle and just chop it up real close. That's it. You can always save this for some stock. And then we're going to make our swirl. So what we're going to do is I got 1 quart of milk here. We got 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch. I'll just toss that in there. And what you want is you want to add this to your stock when it's just simmering, you know, because the milk's a little bit cool too, so it's not hot. But you never want to put it in boiling because that'll give you like lumps and clumps. And then this way it'll give this time to kind of cook down with the stock, and the potatoes will be done. So this will probably take about 10-12 minutes to cook down, maybe 15. And by that time you'll have nice. Your potatoes will be a little bit al dente. It'll be perfect. And then the other thing that I'll teach you how to do today is when you have fresh herbs, especially rosemary, what you want to do is you take the rosemary and you have that thick stem. So you kind of just take it and just pull it. Pull back and you just get all those little pieces. You don't want to use the stem. It's like bitter, it's too hard. And then you can actually save that, and if you ever want to make like stocks or beef stock or anything like that, it's great. Take those stems, just put in a little bag and put it in the freezer. And if you ever make like a nice chicken stock or anything, you want some fresh rosemary flavor to that, oh, it's great flavoring. Some people really love rosemary and some people hate it. To me, it smells like, you know, pine tree. Reminds me of New York, Christmas time. So you just want to peel them down, peel them back, and rosemary grows really fast and a lot. You just put like 1 plant and it just blooms into several other plants. And it pretty much lives in most areas. It's pretty easy to maintain. You don't have to do anything to it. Then you just want to kind of do like a nice chop to it. Because you don't want a whole piece of it. You just want. And this is probably a little bit more than a tablespoon. It just depends on how much you want. I would put a tablespoon at least. If you like rosemary, put a little bit more. Like I said, in cooking, you do whatever you like. Alright, let's stir that up. And then we're going to just take our, I bought a roasted chicken. So I just did like the chicken breast and then the dark meat. So we'll use it, just like cut in the middle. little of that and dice it. And then the dark meat. So dark meat, you know, just have that little leg in there. So you just kind of, and you can just pull this one. Just pull it apart with your hands. I actually like the dark meat the best. Little pieces here. And if you want, you can just make it so it looks like it's more fresh, or you know, more homemade. Just break it up instead of dicing it up. Kind of like that homemade turkey stock you used to do. You know, kind of falls apart. Chop it just a little bit. Alright, so now we have all our ingredients in there, and as you can see, you got that fresh spinach, you got those onions, you got the red peppers. It smells so good. The fresh rosemary. Give it about 10-15 minutes. Kind of, basically, you want to take it off when basically the potatoes are just a little al dente, you know. And we just made some the other day. Actually, it's a little bit to a boil. Stir this up. So that's what the finished product looks like. It'll be a little bit thicker after you do it. You know, I use, I warmed this up from yesterday, so I did put a little bit of water in it just to kind of, so it wouldn't scorch. But let's try our soup. And this, you know, this is basically a full meal. If you want, you know, do it with a little biscuit or, you know, some fresh garlic bread, whatever you like. Let's see, it's got nice color, nice consistency. Give it a little taste. I love fresh rosemary. This is delicious. You got plenty of vegetables, you got your starch, you got your protein. You're all set, all in one. Alright, so till next time, we will see you. We'll think about what type of soups you would like. If anybody would like to send in suggestions of some types of soups that I haven't done that you would like to try, like some people say butternut squash, or maybe doing a sweet potato soup. Any kind of soup you'd like, we'll figure it out and we'll bring it to you soon. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. You're in the kitchen with Chef Jack. Until next time.